In this video, we're going to take a look at the online homework system that we will be using in this course. Your internet should be open already to the wamap.org webpage, wamap.org. Please follow along with me so that we can make sure everybody gets started in the correct way and knows where to find all the important information for the class. If this is your first time using the WAMAP website, you need to register as a new student. So if you scroll down a bit, you will see a register as a new student link. Go ahead and click that link, and you're going to make yourself an account similar to signing up for any account online. This is going to be my example student. We need a username. I'm going to call him example BBCC. Choose a password for your account and enter your first name and your last name and your email address. Also, click the box that says notify me by email when I receive a new message. Your instructor is going to pause this video and make sure everybody gets all this information typed in, and then we're all going to click sign up together. Leaving the course ID and enrollment key blank, we're going to click sign up, and that's going to create an account for you. You now have an account, and you can click the link to return to the login page with your new username and password. Now we're ready to log in like you're going to log in every day in class and also from home with your username. My username I used was example BBCC, whatever your username was, and the password that you selected. Below that, you see the accessibility options. For this course, we strongly encourage you to select the radio button for force image-based display. This is what's going to work best on the computers on campus, and if you don't want to install extra drivers at home, this will be the best option for you as well. Then go ahead and click Login. Now you're into the WAMAP webpage. We need to enroll you in a new class. We're going to all enroll in our example class together. So go ahead and click the button in the center to enroll in a new class. Here is where you'll be able to type the course ID and the enrollment key that are required to sign up for the class or the unit that you're going to be working on. For the sake of our conversation, I want everybody to please enter in 5362 for the course ID. And for the enrollment key, we're going to all type in welcome. And this is going to sign you up for the example unit so you can follow along with me as we explore the homework system. Click sign up. And it tells us we have been enrolled and we can return to the main page. And you see now Unit 0, Introduction to the Emporium. This is going to be the unit we're going to start working on right now. Go ahead and click into it. Every unit you click into will have a pretest option at the top. The pretest is optional, and you should only do it if you think you have a reasonable chance of passing. What you can do is you can look at the objectives for the course and decide if you feel comfortable with the content of the course. If you feel confident and feel like you could skip the unit, take the pretest and pass with an 85% or better, and you'll be allowed to skip the unit and move on to the next unit. Instead of objectives for this unit, since it's just an introduction unit, you'll see links for all the videos that you're watching here on the first day of class. So if you ever want to go back and review a video because of something you forgot, you now have the links for all 3 videos that we're watching today, day 1 in class. Below that, though, you'll see the blocks that represent a day's worth of work. You should be able to complete an entire block each day, and you will not see all of the assignments there to begin with. They will appear as you earn the right to begin working on them. So if you click into the first example assignment, you will always see a video at the top of every assignment. Watch this video. It will follow along with your workbook. Take notes in your workbook. This is part of your grades, so we know you're watching the videos. And then below, you will see Q1 and Q2. Your workbook has spaces for Q1 and Q2 for you to work out the problems in your workbook. Couple of tips as you watch the video. This is a YouTube video. The bottom right corner, there's a full screen button. A lot of the times it will be a lot easier to follow the video if you put the video on full screen. Let's take a look at answering the questions. If I click in a box, I can type in the answer to this problem, and this just wants me to copy down the expression 3x over x plus 1. Now sometimes math is difficult to type into a computer, so that's why this little yellow arrow shows up on the right side. And if I were to click that yellow arrow, it will open up this thing called MathQuill. MathQuill gives me a visual way to try and type in the answers. Notice it wants me to type in a fraction, so I click the fraction button, and now I can type 3x, scroll down to get to the bottom, over x plus 1. Click Save, and it will stick the way I could have typed it in textually in the box. Hit Preview, and I can see that it looks exactly like I want it to, and so I'm going to submit my answer. I've got the green bar, 10 out of 10. I got this question correct. I'm ready to go on to Q2. Q2 I would also work out in my workbook, showing my work. Let's say I try and type this in and I type it in incorrectly. Notice I forgot the square root this time. If I get it incorrect, it shows me 0 out of 10, red box. I need to fix it. Maybe I type in 6, submit. Still wrong. Third time, 6y, submit. I've missed it 3 times. After I miss a problem 3 times, it's going to show me what the correct answer should have been. This is similar to looking in the back of your textbook in a traditional math class. All hope is not lost, though, because there is a link to try another similar question where I can earn back the points for the problem. Before I do that, though, I want to bring your attention to a link down below that says, "Message my instructor about this question." If I'm stumped on a problem at home, not in class, I can click this link and it will stick a copy of the problem into a message that I can email to my instructor and ask for help. This is very important, though. Make sure you select who the message goes to. There are lots of instructors who teach in the Emporium. Please make sure you select your instructor. If you select an instructor that's not actively teaching in the Emporium, you may not get a response for a long period of time. Please make sure you select your instructor, and then down at the bottom you can hit Submit. Let's send this one to course instructor Tyler Wallace. Now, when Wallace logs in and responds to my message, I'll be able to read it by clicking the Messages link at the top. Currently, he has not responded yet, so hopefully he'll respond soon to my question. Let's go back into the assignment. Going back into the example assignment, I can type in the answer. I could either use MathQuill or I can manually type in SQRT 5y in parentheses and hit Preview. See, it looks like I want. Again, I could have done it in MathQuill and it would have been more visual. Hit Submit. And there it shows I have the correct answer in the green bar. When I'm done with my assignment, at the very bottom there is a link to click to see a summary of my score. Click that link and I'll see a summary, 20 out of 20 in the gradebook, 100%. That's what's required for all the 2 problem checkpoints, 80% on the homework and the practice test. A couple options I have from here. I can try similar questions for all problems where allowed. This is a great link for practice tests and homework assignments when you want extra practice to make sure you've really mastered the content. Or I can return to the course page. Notice when I return to the course page, the next assignment has shown up after I've mastered the previous assignment. I'm able to keep going on this assignment until I reach the homework assignment. Notice the entire block, blue block, represents a day, not a single white line. The entire blue block is done when I hit the 15-problem homework assignment at the end. So on a typical day in the Emporium, what you'll do is you'll want to watch a video with taking notes in the workbook, complete several checkpoints, and complete a homework assignment. That is one day in the Emporium lab. This is a good time to bring up pacing and how you move through the content in this course. There is a minimum pace calendar that you should be receiving in the first day or two of class. This calendar shows you where you should be based on where you start the course. I strongly encourage you to try and work ahead of this calendar. The flexible pacing of this course allows you to work ahead and possibly complete 2 courses in 1 quarter. If you complete 2 courses in 1 quarter, you can save over $500 in tuition and 3 months of time in the Emporium lab. Please work ahead when you can. And even if you don't complete 2 courses, the next quarter, if you pass the class, you'll be able to pick up where you left off, giving you a head start on a future quarter. Even if you're working at a regular pace, at the minimum pace, it's important to note just coming to class is not enough to pass this class. You are expected to spend 1 to 2 hours per day. That's 5 to 10 hours per week outside of class working on these problems. This is a 5-credit class. 5 hours in class, up to 10 hours out of class, possibly more in order to be successful. Please use your time. One last thing I want to show you. Up at the very top, you'll see a link for Gradebook. Go ahead and click Gradebook, and you'll be able to see your progress thus far in the class. I've right now got a 50%. Your total grade you want to be above 75% when you're done with the test. Again, after taking the test, you are done if the total grade is above 75%. Thank you for joining me for this introduction to the WAMAP homework system. Your instructor will give you the correct ID and enrollment key to sign up for the unit that you're ready to start on. Click on the home button, enroll in a new class, and once you get that ID from your instructor, you're ready to get going. Good luck this quarter.